Good afternoon and welcome to Jacksonville, Florida. We're live with the Legacy Bowl for the WTFL. Captains are about to hit the field right now. The BrickHouse Bricks versus the River City Sting for the National Championship in the WTFL. I'm Adam Bell along with Sammy Hendricks. I want to thank y'all for joining us. We've got we're broadcasting today on behalf of KSDY of San Diego, Baja, California, Sammy. So we're nationwide today, man.
Hey, we got it covered all the way from far south almost to far west. We're good.
League Commissioner Terry McGriff's up here in the press box. We'll have Terry joining us later on during the day. You'll be stepping in and out of the press box. A busy man. Terry he's bald-headed. I was about to say Terry's been pulling his hair out all afternoon, but he ain't got nothing to pull out.
Well, I can guarantee you he's lost about 10 pounds in the last 2 hours, as much walking as he's done.
All right, Sammy, hit us with the captains, man.
All right, for the BrickHouse Bricks, number 0, L.G. Moore. Number 28, Trudy Vanderlip. Number 42, Mimi Woods. And number 3, Tran Moy are your BrickHouse Bricks captains. For the River City Sting, number 5, C.J. James. Number 77, Jada Freebert. And number 90, Teresa Miller are your captains. And the River City Sting has won the toss, and they will take the ball first to begin the ball game. All right, meeting at center. The 50-yard line is complete. Both teams back to the sideline, and we will get the national anthem and get everything got started here in just a minute.
Well, Sammy, so far I don't want to jinx us. We're ahead of the weather.
Yeah, so far.
There's some weather supposed to come in. We're hoping it holds off this afternoon.
Yeah, well, never know here in South Georgia and North Florida what might happen from minute to minute, for sure.
I'll tell you what, we're back here at Edward Waters University. What a beautiful football facility. We've said it on another webcast. This ballpark is the perfect size for the women's football game.
It really is. This is a beautiful stadium, and we've been here several times, and it's a great venue, great place to play football at.
Drone footage today is brought to you by Raptor Vision Drones. George Vining's the pilot. Our first time teaming up with Raptor Drones. Sammy's doing a great job, man. Rylan Taylor's on the sidelines down there. He'll have our on-the-field coverage. And we have cameras up top as well for the traditional view for you folks back home. Looks like the Bricks will kick off. This isn't the first time in the championship game for the Sting, Sammy. We covered them a couple of years ago when the Legacy Bowl was held in Orlando, and the Sting, they were just a couple of plays away from defeating the Coyotes that year for the national championship that season.
Right. Looks like we're getting ready to go. Number 3, Tran Moy will do the kicking for the Bricks, and number 12, Bella Paridi back deep for the Sting. All right, the kick, we're underway. Paridi will field it about the 36-yard line, come down the right sideline, and she'll go out of bounds at about the 47-yard line of the Bricks. And that's where they'll take over 1st and 10. River City Sting come in with a 3-1 record, coached by Larry Jones out of Richmond, Virginia.
Interesting kickoff right there, wasn't it?
It was.
We're not used to that. That was a little different from the other leagues we've covered. Everybody standing still till the ball's caught.
A lot different, yep.
A little different.
Sting come in with a record of 4-0, coached by Dwayne Simon. Stinger out of Antelope Valley, California. All right, 1st and 10 for the Sting at the BrickHouse 47-yard line. And a whistle on the play.
Flag on the play.
Going to have a timeout call.
Flag or a timeout?
Timeout called by the BrickHouse, or Christian the Bricks. I'll probably say BrickHouse about 10 times today, thinking about the BrickHouse restaurant.
For those of you logging on, checking in, thinking you're going to see the All-Star game first, they've had some logistics issues, so that game has been pushed back. It will follow the championship game today, Sammy, between the Blaze from Mexico and the WTFL All-Stars. That's coming up after this game between River City and BrickHouse.
Yeah, there were some issues with some travel itinerary for the All-Stars and wasn't able to make it here at game time, so hopefully they'll be here after this game. Number 5, C.J. James at quarterback for the Sting. Lady in motion, she'll take the snap, fake one, she'll hand off to a running back. No, she'll keep it herself, try to go around the left side, and she's going to lose a yard. It looks like she may have got back to the original line of scrimmage. Tackle made by number 24, Cookie Tannehill. So a loss of a yard, 2nd and 11.
Man, this drone coverage from Raptor Drones looks like we're playing on PlayStation.
Yeah.
That's some awesome video right there.
'83, Demisa Johnson at tailback now for the Sting. Lady in motion. She'll hand to the lady in motion, try to go around the right side, and she'll make it back to the original line of scrimmage, and that'll be about it. Tackle made by number 42, Mimi Woods for the Bricks. That's going to bring up 3rd and 10 now for the Sting. Ball's at the Bricks 48-yard line, 3rd and 10.
Going deep.
James drops back to pass, looking to throw down the field. She got a receiver, but the pass is short and falls incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th and 10 now for the Sting. Pass was intended for number 31, Tierra Stovall.
Folks at home may be wondering about the clock. I just had it confirmed from the league owner. It is a running clock this afternoon.
For weather purposes.
What's that?
For weather purposes.
Yeah, for weather. Trying to beat the weather.
All right, on 4th and 10, the Sting going to elect to punt, so they'll move the ball all the way down to the about 26-yard line of the Brick, and that's where the Brick will take over 1st and 10.
Some nasty storms are due in later this evening, so we're trying to get both games in before.
So 3 and out for the Sting to start the game, and the Brick will take over 1st and 10 about their own 26-yard line. Number 10, Hayes at quarterback. She drops back to pass, going to throw long down the left side. Got one receiver out, and that ball's going to be intercepted at the 45-yard line by number 44, Jessie Devine.
A first turnover in Legacy Bowl.
Tender receiver was number 2, Jessica Davis. She was double covered, and the ball was intercepted. And the Sting will get the first turnover of the ball game. They'll have it at their own 45-yard line.
Commissioner. I'm trying to get Terry's attention. I believe 4. Legacy Bowl 4? Yes. I thought so. The 4th Legacy Bowl on record. I thought it was the 4th one.
All right, 1st and 10 Sting. Lady in motion. We'll have a flag. We'll have a false start against the Sting. That'll back it up 5, make it 1st and 15. The Bricks are in their almost Texas long throw colors. Light burnt orange, shirts and tops with white numbers and white stripes down the pants, black helmets. James in the shotgun. She'll take the snap, drop back to pass, touch across the middle, and it's going to be incomplete, knocked down by number 8.
We almost had our second turnover of the day.
Great play by Kiera Allen for the Sting, crushing the Bricks. That'll bring up 2nd and 15. The Sting will be in their gray uniforms with a teal-colored number, teal stripes down the pants, and black helmets. James still in the shotgun. She'll turn, hand to her tailback. Got a little bit of a hole up the middle, out across the 40, up to about the 44-yard line.
Boy, did you see that hole open up over here on this right side? Yep. If she had seen that, she would have had 10, 15 yards on this side of the field.
Tackle made by number 10, Hayes. So pick up a 4, 3rd and 11 now. Number 80, Chardonnay Acevedo in the game now for the Bricks. James is going to send 4 wide on this play. 2 wide right, 2 to the left. Long tailback in the backfield right behind her. On 3rd and 11. She'll take the snap, drops back to pass, throw it across the middle, and it's short, incomplete. Intended for number 45, Shag Holland. That'll bring up 4th and 11 now for the Sting. And looks like they're going to elect to punt. And we're not punting, that's a walk-off. And they'll move it down and spot it at the 35-yard line. And that's where the Bricks will take over 1st and 10.
Sammy, I had our keys to the game coming into this thing. Well, hold on. Let me back out of that. That's our all-star keys to the game I just threw up. Anyway, what I was thinking for these two teams as well was the defense would probably come out dominating early just because the offense have got to get long road trip. They got to get back in sync.
Yeah, you had of course, with the game time change, you prepare yourself for a certain game time start, and we had to move it up a little bit early. So that's kind of throwing things off a little bit. And we're going to have a timeout called on the field with 1:58 remainder here in the first period. No score.
The 2 morning. We're commercial free today, Sammy. So what do you think so far? I mean, right now the offense is just kind of trying to find themselves.
Yeah, I mean, the Bricks have had one possession through the long interception, and the Stings had it twice now and unable to pick up much yardage. So both defenses dominate here early in the first period.
Mm-hmm. I like what River City tried to do to start off coming out with a little misdirection with the play-action pass.
Yep.
The hole was there on that one particular down. I mean, it was open on this side, but she cut left instead. Otherwise, that may have been a first down.
Yeah, it would have. A nice hole by the offensive line on that play you're talking about. White hat for this game is Billy Cobb. He'll be doing all your play calling on the field. I don't have the other officials' names, but the white hat is Mr. Billy Cobb. All right, both teams back on the field. 1st and 10, Bricks at their own 35-yard line. Number 10, Hayes at the quarterback position for the Brick. She's got 3 backs in the backfield with her. She'll take the snap and hand off to number 0, trying to go at the middle, kind of bounce it off to the left side. And she's going to pick up close to 5. LG Moore on the carry. Tackle made by number 24. I don't think I have a 24 on the Sting roster.
You had the BrickHouse coming into this thing undefeated, right?
They did.
At 4-0.
Yep.
River City at 3-1, correct?
Yep. You are correct. So pick up a 4 on a play. 2nd and 6. Again, right in the middle. That's number 8. Allen on the left corner. She's going to have a first down all the way out to about the 46-yard line. Pick up a 14 on the play. First down. Kiara Allen on the carry. Maybe Kiara. Snap. Oh, quarterback, a little miscommunication in the backfield.
Play right there.
Yeah.
Dropped in the backfield for a loss.
Number 98, Latoya Parrish on the tackle, loss of 2. Second and 12. 1 receiver wide, 1 to the left for the Brick. 3 backs in the backfield with Moore. She'll take the snap, hands to the tailback. That looks like number 32 on the right side. Got a little bit of a hole. She's going to be down to about the 41-yard line. Kayla Montepega on the carry. She'll pick up 7 on the play. And we're going to have a timeout called on the field. A correction, that's going to be the end of the first quarter, the end of the first period. Score, Bricks 0, Sting 0. So no score after 1.
Getting drone shots of the fans in attendance. That was awesome. Get an overhead view of the ballpark.
Showing how hot it is down on the field, and all the ladies got a water bottle, showering herself on the sideline, trying to stay cool.
Well, Sam, we're headed into the second quarter, and it looks like BrickHouse is starting to find a running game a little bit.
Yeah, they have. 21 yards on the last 2 carries, and they got the ball down inside the Sting territory at the 41-yard line. Start the second quarter, no score. And the Bricks will stay with the same formation. They're going to have 1 wide right, 1 to the left. 3 backs in the backfield. Flag on the play. Let's check the flag. We're going to have a delay of game against the Brick. All right, first and 10 now. Hand off to number 32, Montego. She's sitting in the backfield. She's going to be knocked down for a loss by number 94 for the Sting, and I don't have that number on my roster.
Someone missed an assignment on that one. Came in clean.
May have got the number wrong on the tackler, but loss of 4 on the play. Correction, loss of almost 7 on the play. Shotgun, that's number 0, Moore. Takes direct snap, trying to get on the corner to the left-hand side. And she's going to pick up about 7 or 8. She's going to be broke down around the 42-yard line. Tackle made over there by number 11, T.K. Graham. And we'll have a turnover on downs. The Sting will take over 1st and 10 from that point. So 1st and 10 Sting at their own 48-yard line. And we're going to have a timeout called by the Brick with 8:13 remaining in the second period. No score.
Well, it looked like the BrickHouse, the Bricks were getting a little bit of momentum going, and River City kind of stiffened up there in the middle of the field.
Yeah, the Sting made a couple of great plays in the backfield to kind of slow that momentum down a little bit. I was able to get the ball back on downs.
Sting huddled up over on that far side. Rowland with that shot.
Live here from Jacksonville, Florida at Edward Waters University. WTFL championship game. All right, both teams coming back on the field. Sting will have it 1st and 10. They're on 48-yard line. Number 5, C.J. James, still at quarterback for the Sting. She'll be in the Wildcat. She'll take the snap, turn, and hand to her tailback. A little bit of a hole at the middle. She's going to bounce out to the left side. And a one-handed tackle made out there by number 10.
At first, I thought that was
Hayes.
a face mask.
Yep. So hadn't been for that tackle there by Hayes, that might have been a big pickup there. They're going to give her 5 on the carry, 2nd and 5.
If you're just joining us, you're watching the national championship game for the WTFL Women's Tackle Football League, the Legacy Bowl 4.
James turns, hands to the tailback again, number 83, Johnson. She's going to pick up about a yard, and a flag comes flying into play. We're going to have a face mask, I believe, against the Bricks. So after about a 1-yard pickup, that'll be a 15-yard penalty, and that'll give the Sting a 1st down.
That's a big one. Big penalty marked off there against the Bricks.
That's going to move the ball all the way down to the Bricks 36-yard line. 1st and 10 Sting. So the Sting comes out here on this possession with a couple of misdirection plays and picked up pretty good yardage. James will bring them to the line. She'll have a receiver wide left and 2 to the right. I formation in the backfield. Lady in motion. James will take the snap, hand to Lady in motion. The ball's on the ground and still on the ground. Let's see who got on it. I believe the Sting were able to get back on it. It's called from the Whitehead. No, the Bricks were able to recover it. So another defensive stand by the Brick on the fumble.
First down, Bricks.
They're going to take over around their own 41-yard line. Johnson was on. I'm not sure who the girl was. Their first down, Brick.
I tell you what, all four of these teams today just about called road warriors, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Man, they all had a road trip.
All right, I formation for Hayes. 3 backs in the backfield with her. Receiver right, 1 left. She'll take the snap. She's going to hand off number 8. No communication. She kept it herself. Try to go on the left side, and she's going to lose yardage. Tackle made out by number 57, Pamela Brooks. So a loss of about a yard. 2nd and 11. She tried to hand it off to Allen, but they couldn't get together. And had to keep it herself on the left side. Snap. Throw down the right side. Got one receiver out here. And it's going to be caught and dropped by number 2, Jessica Davis. She had it, and for just a second, it fell out of her hands and falls incomplete.
There was some contact, but no flag.
So the officials are going to let them play out here on the outside. She was double covered. So 3rd and about 11 now for the Bricks. Back to pass, number 0 throws. That's going to be incomplete. Number 8, Kiara Allen had it. She was wide open, but couldn't hold on to it. Going to make it 4th and a long 11 now for the Bricks.
Punt here, go for it. Looks like they're going for it.
4th and long. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right now for the Brick. Hayes in the shotgun. She'll take the snap. Looking to throw. Now she's going to have to scramble to the left. She got pressure. She throws. Got a receiver wide open. Oh, and the misses are incomplete. Number 8, Kiara Allen was wide open around the 45-yard line. And the pass falls incomplete. And the Sting will take over on downs. Allen was there, but Hayes couldn't hit her. And the Sting going to take over 1st and 10 at the Brick 40-yard line.
Well, River City's going to take over with some good field position.
They are. Looks like they're having a problem getting the
that running clock,
ladies
though,
on the field.
Pick up the pace a little bit.
We're down to right at 2 minutes to go here in the first half. See if we have a 2-minute warning here. Nope, still running. Sting's going to have to hurry up before they get a delay call. James, now we're going to have a flag. That's going to be a delay of game on the Sting. They'll mark it off 5. We'll make it 1st and 15 back at the 45-yard line.
Our field cameraman, Rylan Taylor's been given permission to get out on the field behind the offense. We're trying to make sure we don't get him killed, Sammy.
Yeah.
He's back there about the 30-yard line right now.
All right, 1st and 15 for the Sting. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. James in the shotgun. Divine in motion, and the ball's on the ground. And the ball's going to be picked up there in the backfield by James, and she's going to be brought down way back at the 49-yard line. Big loss on the play.
Quarterback for River City saved that.
Moy on the tackle for the Bricks. And that's going to be a loss of 6 now on the play. So second and about 21.
A little surprised here they're not using a timeout.
Yeah, with under 35 seconds to play now. Clock running.
Inside of 30 seconds left. You'd think they'd maybe try to take a shot deep.
Well, this will be the last play of the first half if they get it off. Second and 21 now for the Sting. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. 3 receivers to the right now. Shotgun formation, back to pass. Now she's going under pressure. She's going to roll to the right. Now back to the left. That's number 44, Divine, trying to get on the corner. She gets one block out there, and she's going to be brought down around a 41-yard line. And that'll be the last play of the first half. With the score, Bricks 0, Sting 0.
Stay tuned. Sammy Hendricks will have our halftime stats report. That's coming up in just a moment. No score right now in Legacy Bowl 4 between River City and the BrickHouse Bricks. Terry McGriff, I think, will be joining us. Am I correct on that? Terry McGriff, league owner and commissioner. And that's, here you go, Terry. I'll turn you up right here. You got it? You got us, Terry?
Hey.
Terry, how you doing, man?
I am good. Good to see you again.
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you again.
We've,
Feel like old times.
Yeah, it's been a while,
Pumas days.
We did Legacy Bowl 2 for you guys.
Yep.
Right? Out of Orlando. We
Yep.
did that one for y'all, and we've done some webcasting off and on for you over the years.
Yep.
It's good to be back, man. How you been?
I have been fabulous, man. God is good. Just happy to doing what we're doing right now, trying to promote these ladies all over the United States with the Women's Tackle Football League, all the alliances that we've made around the sporting world. Just trying to have a good time with this thing.
Well, tell us the folks at home. We're on YouTube. First time you guys been back on our YouTube channel in a few years. So tell the folks at home about the league and everything. What's going on with that?
Okay, so we're in our 4th season right now, and it's been a really good ride. Learned some stuff, made some good alliances, met a whole lot of good people, and we're just happy. Right now this is Legacy Bowl 4. Getting ready, obviously preparing for this season, getting ready, looking ahead to next year, Legacy Bowl 5, some things that we're going to be doing. We got our sister league over in Mexico. We call Blades Mexico. They brought their all-stars, and this will be the 2nd year we played them in an all-star game, and they've been fabulous. We did a big camp yesterday at our park. I get a big shout-out to Mandarin Athletic Association, all the great things that they've been helping us do. City of Jacksonville, City Councilman Raul Arias, who helped us out with all this thing, and just everybody at the City of Jacksonville. And can't do any of this without thanking the great folks at Edward Waters University right here. I did the best for last because they've been fabulous with us getting this whole thing.
Perfect size for this for this type ball.
Yeah. And yes, it is. And the field is just immaculate. The field is perfect. I've been trying to tell people if you're going to get a field turf, get that with that buckwheat husk, and it doesn't have that ground up tire in it, and they have it, and they have that beautiful two-tone in it, and it's just an awesome field. The conditions are great. It's probably about 85, 90 degrees outside, but it's not like it's feel like you're on a grass field. So I think that's where the good. We haven't had anybody pass out yet. We're trying to make sure we manage the time so the girls don't pass out. So right now we're just looking forward to getting through this season because everybody's with all had the struggles we had. Everybody know about the outage yesterday, which caused us big problems with travel and logistics because some of the people that would didn't get off to work till Friday. They'd had issues trying to get here, and I think we still have people trying to get here. So
People don't realize that about women's football. These ladies all have jobs, careers, and everything, and they may only get to practice once or twice a week.
Yeah.
And then they have to. And all 4 of your teams traveled no less than 900 miles to get here.
Yes, from Richmond, Virginia, and around that area, from Antelope Valley, which is north of Los Angeles, around that area.
Yeah.
We had a couple players come from Sacramento, some players from Seattle, Alabama, just about all of our owners. I think a couple of them couldn't make it because obviously some of the things that's going on. Let's see, and then obviously you got Richmond, and it's just been tough for everybody. And I'm pretty sure all the people around the country doing the other things and around the world, they've all been so. I really found out this morning watching the news how bad it was. I was kind of like, wait, what's going on with these girls happening? And then I like, oh, I see, because we thought it was kind of like a little glitch the way they first made it out, but now this is a major thing where it affected all the airlines and all the travel all over the country.
Want to give a shout out to KSDY 50 out of San Diego. They'll be rebroadcasting everything.
Yes, yeah, they're going to be doing
into the Baja area in
Yep.
San Diego later on, I guess, this weekend.
Yes.
When their schedule permits, and we'll have that. We'll post up those times as soon as we find that out. Talk about that relationship with KSDY a little bit.
Yeah, we have some great people over there that we're just doing some networking things. Some things we're going to keep under our hat for right now. We'll be announcing some of the stuff that's happening really soon. There's some things that, we're going to let everybody know about. We're trying to really do right by these women. They've especially our league this year, they had a really tough time. So we got some things in the works that we're going to make everybody pretty happy. Some people may not be, but some people are. Most of the people are going to be happy. And they've been one of the people that have been reaching out to us. They've taken an interest in what we're doing, and they see it's going to be as a good fit, and we think it's a good fit for us. So we're just making sure they got some content to do the things that they need to do.
Talk about your league. And I know there's women's teams in several different leagues. What appeals? Talk about how teams who might not be finding a home in those other leagues, what you guys offer for they can find a home at in the WTFL.
The one thing about our league is everybody's included. It's like a round table. You all got a seat at the table. You have input in how things are done. You have inputs on what you're trying to do. And the mandate for us to work together. Our motto is working together, moving forward, meaning moving the game of women's tackle football forward. You're going to have some disagreements. But my motto is you don't have to agree as long as you understand. We have to understand each other. And as long as we're going in the same direction, we may see doing it different directions, but that doesn't make us enemies. We just gives us, you got your idea this way, my idea is that way, their idea is that way. How can we make it work? Let's see what we can do, and then everybody is happy. And so when we're doing that, we have all this inclusivity, people working together, because everybody has things and they all have their challenges. And we try to make sure everybody understands each other's challenges, and we work together so that we can put on the best product we can.
So the WTFL is not trying to compete with those other leagues, just offering an alternative for those other leagues.
Yes. We're not here to put down anybody else's business. Our thing is to do what we do. We think what we're doing is the right way. And that's not to say anything bad about anybody else's league. However they do it, because, you can't tell a business how to run their business. That's how they do their thing. So we just do things our way, and our way is making sure that the owners have say, the players have say, and then because, when a person has say, they feel like they're more included.
Right. Well, between CrowdStrike and the weather, man,
my
we're getting
God.
these games in today.
I mean, we're fighting it right now because I can actually kind of see it. You can see that coming in, and if it's anything like yesterday, which is going to be, we're going to have a whole bunch of lightning delays. So we still have the next game with the folks coming in from Mexico, gets the All-Star game, and that's been a challenge. So we're trying to get that done so that those girls can have a good time, and they can. They came down here from all over Mexico, as far as Guadalajara, near the west coast of Mexico, Cancun, Mexico City. Came in there. They've been here all week. Got to get a big shout out to Coach Bert Hill, former Miami Dolphins and Detroit Lions defensive line coach, also Texas A&M. He's also in the College Football Strength and Conditioning Coaches Hall of Fame. He did a fabulous camp. I put that live on my on my Facebook channel, and they had a ball. We had some other people come up and show up, and it was just so much fun. Another quick shout out to all our staff members here today. They have been fabulous with all the changes that we have. Couldn't have been done without the staff. They made it easy for me. We've got all the stuff we've been trying to work out, but they've been making it just smooth. I mean, they're probably just ultimate professionals, and it couldn't happen without them.
All right. I want to bring Sammy Hendricks in. He's been with CSN now for about 4 or 5 years. Sammy, what you think so far? Do you got anything for Mr. McGriff here?
Well, I don't really have any questions, but he kind of hit it a little bit while ago. We've been here for several hours now. Man, I just want to commend you and your staff for a great job you've done, being very professional about the obstacles that you've had in front of you with the travel and the teams there. Done a great job. Everybody's just being very professional, yeah. I've done everything you've asked them, and I was joking with you a while ago. I know you've lost about 10 pounds this morning walking back and forth. So I just want to congratulate you guys. You've done a great job.
Yeah, I mean, it cannot be said how well they have handled this because I think we found out, really started getting this news in probably about 7 or 8 o'clock last night, and we started making calls. And, I mean, I think we were up like 2 o'clock in the morning getting players in because of their flights and different travel difficulties that everybody's had. And we still got people still trying to, Coach, I'm going to try to get here if I can. I don't know. We're still sitting in the airport, but they say we're going to be leaving. If we can get there, we'll play it. And that's the way you do it. And that's the one thing that I like about our league, because you got the buy-in of all the people trying to do the best that they can so that everybody enjoys what we're doing. It's not trying to be the biggest. It's not necessarily even trying to be the best. It's trying to make everybody in our league happy.
What are we looking for in the second half here, Terry?
Hey, man, I'm hoping we get a little bit more fireworks out of this. I think because of all the difficulty of all the travel and all the things, especially with these two teams, you coming all the way from California, doing what they had to do to get here, And, I think they had some girls really got in this morning, so they did it with a quick walkthrough. I know they practiced early in the week, but still, when you do all that traveling after going through all we went through in the last 24 hours, the fact that they've been able to keep this score down, because they've been the most explosive offense in the league this year.
And it hasn't been sloppy. Defense has been solid, been a couple of balls on the ground.
Yeah.
But when you think about the fact that with the airlines and the scheduling and the weather and having to move things around,
and also
they've really responded. They're playing some clean football.
Also, they had a coaching change. They had an issue that they had a coaching change in there, and they had to kind of redo things and they rearrange things, and they look like they really haven't missed too much of a beat outside of trying to get things together and get their timing down on scoring. So I'm looking forward to this second half. River City has been just scrappy. Obviously, both teams are here in the Legacy Bowl for their second trip. BrickHouse was in it last year, played a magnificent game, and lost a close one, especially at the last minute. This year, 2 years ago in Orlando, when you get that game, River City started out pretty strong, and I think the weather got to them in Orlando, and they kind of faltered. They had a lead. Well, they didn't have the lead, but they were controlling the game, and I think that weather, they started cramming up, have a couple of key players go down, and they weren't able to. It kind of got away from them, and they've been determined all year, saying that they're going to get back to this game, and they made it.
Well, real quick, Trey, if you will, the championship game, so you can't have a tie. Tell us real quick how the tiebreaker works if this ends in a tie at the end of 4 quarters.
So if it ends in a tie, we're going to do like the college rules. We're going to start at the 10-yard line, and you're going to get your 4 chances to get in.
You think we might see some overtime today, sir?
I'm hoping not. don't do that. Hey, don't even say that. No.
That was a non-political answer, wasn't it, Sammy?
It was.
Tell me, you want to know how I really feel? That's it right there. No. Somebody score. I don't care. I'm biased. I'm biased to the clock that we get the
what
game.
a hit.
Yes.
Did you see that hit? So welcome to Florida.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Now, I have to admit, Terry, you got me. Oh, Terry had to leave us. I was just going to say your kickoffs in this league have caught me off guard. I wasn't ready twice because everybody just freezes. I'm thinking there's a flag on the play.
Well, we do. We got a flag. We got a flag on the far side over there. So let's check that one.
There was a flag on this one.
So I think what had happened is probably one of the players moved. So what we're doing is basically we did it. We started it last season.
Right.
We saw all the numbers from how safe the kickoffs was with the UFL, and so we adopted it because obviously our ladies have to go to work on Monday. So
and something similar to what the NFL is going to try this year too, I believe, what I understand.
Yeah. So it's all came from the UFL, and then we adopted it. We played it last year, used it in the championship game, and we've been using it all season. And I know everybody knows the NFL is going to use it. I think it still can be exciting, but it's going to keep the safer. You had a lot of people, a lot of times it's not just a collision. Sometimes people, when they're making cuts, they can sprain their knees, ankles, any non-contact injuries.
Right.
Before you take off, We touched on it in the first half, but explain to the fans real quick the decision about the 10-minute quarters and the running clock.
Yeah. For the sake of the weather, we're doing this game that way. That way the girls had to get a chance to play. We had to condense the time down because just the weather. It's planning to get here about 5 o'clock, and it's going to be lightning. So when the lightning is going to stay here. So every time there's a lightning strike, there's a 30-minute delay. Obviously, our drone professional, he understands all about that. So when you have the lightning strike and then the 30-minute wait, all it takes is about 2 or 3 lightning strikes. Next thing you know, you're 2 or 3 hours in a waiting cell, and the girls get cold and nobody's here, and it's get to the point where you just can't play the game, and we want to walk out of here with a champion. Yeah. So we decided to play this game first, and then we'll do the All-Star. It was reversed. The All-Stars were going to play first, and then we were going to play the championship game. But I think we want to do this so we have the right. We need to crown a champion. Both of these teams deserve to have a chance to carry that trophy, and we wanted to make sure. And then we wanted to do it quick enough so that we get our folks that came all the way from Mexico. They get a chance to play because they've been here 3 or 4 days.
That was a road trip.
Yes,
Mexico.
yeah. I mean, we're talking about all over. From I think as far away as Guadalajara, Mexico is near on the Mexican west coast. So.
And I'm going to turn the play-by-play back over to Sammy
Gotcha.
with the call.
Thank
Terry
you, guys.
Griff, league owner and commissioner, thank you for joining us.
Thank you
man.
for having us.
Hey, we got to quit waiting every 2 or 3 years to do this
Yes,
now. We
yes.
got to get together more often.
It's in the works.
All right, man.
All right, big run there by number 0, LG Moore. It's going to give the Bricks a first down.
Good to see you.
Pick up about 18 on the play. And the Bricks have the ball down, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line of the Sting. Direct snap to Moore. She's going to try to take it right in the middle. She's hit right at the line, and she's going to drag a defender forward and maybe picked up a yard. Number 84, Rianne Moses Hedrick on the tackle for the Sting. And we're going to have a timeout called on the field. It's going to be called by the Brick. Pick up a 3 on that play. It's going to be 2nd and about 7 when we come back.
How'd you like the commissioner's answer about overtime? No.
Yeah.
He's trying to get these games in. I understand the pressure he's under. I couldn't imagine.
No, there is overtime.
Huh?
There is overtime. There is overtime.
Yeah, I know there is an overtime,
Yeah.
but I'm saying
He didn't want
one.
it. That's
He
right.
don't
Yeah.
want- He doesn't want
Yeah.
one. And I know the pressure he's under trying to get these games in
Yeah.
and get these ladies back on their flights back home and everything. I can only imagine, man.
Oh, yeah.
Everything going on.
Yep.
Because it's not just, when you put one of these things together, it's not just us. You're talking about officials, leasing the fields,
Yep.
And I'm sure this complex isn't cheap.
Then you got the campus
there's a lot
staff.
of
You have the
things that
campus
wrap
staff
around,
here,
yeah.
law enforcement, and I've seen them out here. You got a whole bunch of people involved in it. So coming out of timeout, it's going to be 2nd and about 7 for the Bricks.
Sammy, were you able to introduce our officiating crew earlier?
I got the white hat. I didn't have the rest of them.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay. Our pilot had the officials zoomed in a minute ago, so
Yeah.
I was just wondering about that.
Billy Cobb, the white hat for this game. All right, 2nd and about 7 now for the Brick. They're going to send 2 receivers out here to the left, 1 to the right.
You're watching the WTFL on KSD
Moore in the
Rocket.
shotgun. She's back fast, going to throw over the left side. It's going to be caught inside the 20-yard line by number 2, Jessica Davis. And that's going to be a first thing down for the Bricks. $12 yards on that pickup. First and 10, they're going to spot it. It looks like around the 12-yard line. Moore takes a snap, looking to throw again. It's going to throw to the left side again. Got a receiver. It's going to be called
It's
inside the
caught.
5. And number 2 is going to go in for the touchdown, Jessica Davis. That's going to be a 19-yard touchdown pass from number 8, Allen, to number 2, Davis. Correction, that's number 0, Moore. Correction, 0, Moore through that pass. And the Briggs will take a 6-0 lead here with 4:35 remaining here in the third quarter. Moore in the shotgun again. She's going to take a snap, go right in the middle, and she's going to fall forward in for the extra point.
Overhead shot. Yeah, she's definitely in.
So the Briggs strike early in the third period and take a lead.
No, 8.
8.
So it looks like the Briggs have found something in the
Hey,
passing
Riley.
game. They'll take a
Riley,
lead here in the
try to get on
third.
field behind the official too.
Great job out there by number 2, Jessica Davis.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Legacy Bowl 4 on the Charlton Sports Network and KSDY. 50 out of San Diego.
Just so you know, Jessica Davis, number 2, she ran track for USC.
All right, the Brick are set to kick. Number 10, Jazzy Hayes to kick for the Brick.
Yours right here. Yours right here.
Number 12, Bella Peralti back set to receive. Short kick. It's going to hit it just inside the 50. It's going to roll behind one of the linemen. Brody will pick it up. She'll take off inside the 45 to the 40. She's down to the 40-yard line. Still on her feet.
Oh, she broke it.
35. She's going to be brought down right around the 32-yard line
Touchdown saving time.
by number 5, Shorty Tafelgo. Saved a touchdown run. The Sting will have great field position at the Brick 32-yard line.
I thought we were about to see a kickoff
Yep.
return there. What do you think about that rule? It's interesting.
I'm old-fashioned football player. Play it like he's always been played.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think this for me there's something similar to what the NFL is going to try this year. I don't think I like it.
I was ready for it that time, and I still wasn't totally, I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah. All right, 1st and 10, Sting. Great field position down at the 32-yard line of the Brick. Bricks lead at 8-0 with 1:09 remaining here in the third period. James in the shotgun. 2 backs right behind her. 3 receivers. She's back to pass, looking to throw. Scrambling. Now she's going to take off running on the right side. Got a little bit of a hole, looking for a block. She got it. She's at 35, 20, 15, 10. And she's going to go all the way to the end zone. Touchdown. Number 5, C.J. James. 32 yards on that touchdown run.
Well, the offenses were pretty quiet the first half, and they've opened it up here in the second half, Sammy.
That's going to make it 8-6, pinning the extra point try by the Sting. Great block thrown out here on the right side by a receiver. I didn't catch the number, but that block enabled James to get down the sideline and take it all the way in for the end zone. James takes a snap. She's looking for a blocker, and she's going to roll to the right, trying to get to the end zone. And she's going to be brought down back at the 5-yard line. So the extra point try is no good. The score now with, well, that'll be against the end of the third quarter.
Flag on the play.
Bricks 8, Sting 6.
No good.
No good. And that's the end of the third quarter. Great tackle out there by number 5, Shorty to Felago.
We're headed to the fourth. Bricks 8, Sting 6. Legacy Bowl 4, produced by CSN for KSDY Television in San Diego. Commercial free.
Commercial free.
Well, I think the offenses have found their rhythm a little bit here in the second
Yep.
half.
See if that great defensive play by Teflogo is the difference in the ball game.
So really in this fourth quarter, 8-6, running clock, each team probably only has 1 or 2 possessions.
At the most, you would think, yeah. And the Briggs have used 1 timeout already here in the second half. So they have 2 left, and the Sting have all 3 of their timeouts left. .23, DJ Thompson to kick for the Sting. Good kick.
Good kick.
Fielded down there by number 3. Moy, she's going to get on the right side looking for a couple blockers, and she's going to be knocked out of bounds. Still on the feet. Flag comes in. She's going to be all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Flag on the play.
Tackle made by number 22, Kelly Hansen, and number 12, Bella Paridi. And let's check the flag. It's either going to be in the area of holding or a face mask, I believe. Let's check. Check Mr. Cobb and see what he comes up with here. Looks like it's going to be marked off against the brick. No call yet.
Coming up, expected to come up after this game will be the Mexico Blaze versus the WTFL All-Stars.
All right, still no signal by the White Hat. No call, but the ball's moved all the way back to the 45-yard line of the brick. They'll take over there 1st and 10. Number 2, Jessica Davis, track star for USC. She'll be in the shotgun. All receivers in close. 5 ladies on the line for the Sting. Jessica Davis takes a snap, trying to get on the corner right side. Got a block in front of her, and she's going to be brought down on a great tackle around the 49-yard line. So pick up about 4. Tackle made there by number 11, T.K. Graham. And Davis is still down on the ground right to pick up about 4 on the play. We're going to have an officials timeout on the field with 7:48 to go here in the ball game. Briggs lead at 8-6.
Hopefully she'll be all right and be able to
Yeah, I'm not sure.
continue play.
She's still laying down on her stomach. I'm not sure where the injury is, but got one of the staff come over and take a look at her.
How about the folks here at Edward Waters, man? We have never, you and I have been coming here for a couple of years now. We've never had a bad experience in this stadium.
Never have. It's a great place to come, and the staff's always been good here no matter who's in control of it.
They really do a fantastic job here at EWU. And they are a D3 school now.
I think you're correct on that.
Yeah, they're not NIA anymore. I know that they moved up. I believe they're D3 now.
All right, 7:48 remaining here in the ball game. BrickHouse Bricks 8, River City Sting 6.
Which one's ours? That one ours?
All right,
Yeah.
getting ready to get started here.
Thank you. These are mine and his. Thank you.
Number 10, Jazzy Hayes back in the quarterback for the Brick. She's going to send a receiver to the right, 2 to the left. Got a tailback right behind her. She'll turn handoff to Lady in Motion. That's number 3, Moy, and she may have got back to the line of scrimmage. They'll give her 1 yard. So pick up a 1. Tackle made by number 96. Don't have a number 96 on my roster. Third and 5. Scott running off the field for the Brick. Hayes with 2 backs in the backfield. She'll take the snap. She takes the ball, tries to go at the middle. She's going to hit in the backfield for a loss. Flag on the play.
Face mask, you think?
Yep, face mask against the Sting.
That's a huge
Yep.
penalty right
Had a
there.
big play, tackled for a loss in the backfield and get a face mask, and that's going to give the Briggs an automatic first down.
That's going to be a first down for the Bricks.
That's going to take it all the way down to the 37-yard line. First and 10.
If you're the Bricks right now, though, I don't think you can be content sitting on. I think you have to score one more.
I think you do. And you're down close to 5 minutes to go here in the ball game. You got it inside the Sting side of the field. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Moore back to pass. Intended for number 2, Davis.
Off her fingertips.
Yeah. I think the Bricks wanted a penalty there, but they didn't get it. Pass falls incomplete. That's going to make it 2nd and 10.
Well, our extra cameramen today are doing an excellent job. I'm very proud of both of them. Shots are on the money today.
Right up the middle. Going to be inside the 35-yard line and fall forward to about the 33-yard line. Number 0, L.G. Moore on the carry. Give her 3. 2nd and 7. Correction, 3rd and 7.
the Sting, at what point do you start thinking about a timeout?
Well, you're down to 4 minutes now, and you got 3 left, so you got to start using them. If you get a big stop here, you got to use one and get that clock stopped. Number 8, Allen, tackled the back. The ball comes loose, but I think Allen got back on it. So a big defensive stand for the Sting.
Huge
Loss.
play right there.
And if you're the Sting, you might want to use one of them timeouts right now. In a good position to use it.
If I was a Sting, I'd use a timeout. Well, it's an injury timeout, but
It's going to be a loss of 7 on the play. That's going to bring up 4th and about 16, maybe 17. 3:32 remaining in the ball game.
if you're the Sting, use a timeout right here, get the ball back with still over 3 minutes left versus letting the clock run and getting the ball back with about 2:30 left.
I think you're right, because as soon as this injured player gets up, the White Hat's going to start that clock, so it's going to start running. You're going to be down to about 3 minutes when you get the ball back. That's number 8, Kiara Allen, down for the Brick. They got her back up on her feet.
Looks like she's back up. Rylan Taylor on the sidelines, Raptor vision in the air. Sammy on the call.
I tell you what I have found out on these injuries, though, for these women on these injuries, boy, they take a long time. But it's hot out there, so you got to be careful not get somebody overheated.
Fourth down.
Allen's got to come out for at least one play.
Well, now this is interesting. The
They-
Bricks have
they'll
decided to punt.
And that'll stop the clock, so that's going to give the Sting back the ball back with 3:32 remaining. They're going to have it at their own, looks like their own 20-yard line.
What do you think about that? The Bricks essentially saving the Sting and timeout right there.
Yeah, they did. Yep. Sting going to have it at their own 20, so they'll have 80 yards to go. And Allen looks like she's going to stay in the game.
Well, the official clock has 3:32 on it, so let me catch up to them.
We're going to have a official timeout before we get started here.
If the Bricks win, MVP will be number 2. If the Sting win, MVP will be number 5 for the Sting.
3:32 left. The Sting down by 2. Terry, you want to join us at the end of this?
All right, 1st and 10 Sting. The ball's at their own 20-yard line. Number 5, C.J. James at quarterback. Number 83, Demacia Johnson in the backfield. 3 receivers in the game. Snap. She will try to go around the right side. Looking for the corner, and she's not going to get there. A great tackle out of the ball comes loose. No, she broke a tackle and falls forward for a few yards. Number 0, L.G. Moore, had her in the backfield for a loss.
Timeout.
And we're going to have a timeout called by the Sting.
Timeout Sting.
I thought James was going to be hitting the backfield for a loss, but she broke a tackle and picked up a few yards. They're going to move it out to the 24-yard line, so give her 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6 when we come out of this timeout.
I know you've been charting plays and stats over there, Sammy. What do you think's best hope for the Sting right now to get down the field quick?
Well, they protecting the quarterback really good. She's got a lot of time back there to throw, But you got to maybe some type of everything's kind of either going one way or the other. So maybe some kind of misdirection play and kind of get the defense caught off guard.
Maybe some misdirection, trick play or something, kind of break, because the
Yep.
defense for both squads has been very reactive. You need something to slow that speed down on defense.
I think you're right.
The Sting came so close a couple of years ago in Legacy Bowl, too. I know they want to come out of here with a win.
All right, coming out of timeout. 3rd and about 6 for the Sting. They're at their own 24-yard line. 3:16 remaining in the ball game. Bricks lead at 8-6. Lady in motion. Direction out to the quarterback, and a flag comes in on the play. That's number 44, Jessica Devine, at quarterback now for the Sting. And they're going to back it up 5. That's going to make it 3rd and 10 again now for the Sting. That's, I think, it's 2nd and 10 now. All right, number 5, James back in a quarterback. I formation in the backfield. 3 receiver set. James will take the snap, looking to throw. Now she's been pressured. Just going to roll to the right side. Got a corner. Outside of 25 to 30. 35 still on the feet, and finally knocked out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. 1st down. Pick up about 16 on the play. Clock still running down to 2:10 to play in the ball game. Sting need to start thinking about using their timeouts.
And if you Sting, you have to hurry right here.
Yeah. Going too slow. You got 3 timeouts left. You got to move a little bit.
They had a timeout with officially 2:02, so.
I think that was an official timeout, yeah.
There we go.
All right, the clock's running. 2 minutes. 1st and 10. Number 44, Jessica Devine at quarterback. She'll take the snap. Drops back to pass. Little swing pass out to the left. Got a receiver out here. 35. Across the down 35, down to the 40. Tackled at about the 41-yard line.
They got to hurry.
Timeout. Timeout called by the Sting. Number 32, Kayla Montepego on the tackle. And we're going to have an injured Brick player down on the field over across the far side about the 48-yard line. .138 remaining here in the ball game. Timeout called by the River City Sting. So if I'm correct there, the Sting will have 2 timeouts remaining. If I can get a number, I can give you the injured player for the Brick that's down.
Some shots of downtown Jacksonville from Raptor Vision.
I believe that's number 3, Trin Moy. It's down for the Bricks, and she looks like she might be in a little bit of pain. Can't tell what the injury is, but She looks really uncomfortable down on the field.
How about that view? We don't see that view too often on our webcast because GHSA won't let us use a drone up in Georgia.
Yep.
Well, that's a cool view of Jacksonville, Florida right there. Beautiful day so far.
All right,
Clouds are rolling in, though.
Moy is back up on her feet, and she's going to walk gingerly over to the brick sideline. It's like she may have got a little bit of a stinger. I don't see her really holding any body part, but she may have got a stinger. Maybe a little overheated as well. But she'll come off being escorted by one of the training staff for the Bricks. When we come back out of this timeout, it's going to be second down for the Sting. They got it at their own 42-yard line. It's going to be second and about 5, so 5 yards on that last pass play. James back in a quarterback. They got the Bricks have the speedster number 2, Jessica Davis, way back in the secondary for the Bricks. 3 receiver set for the Sting. And a timeout called now by the Brick. Little problems getting the right staff on the field, and they had to use the timeout. Yep.
What is it, 138 officially?
1:38 to go. The Legacy Bowl 4. Coming down to one drive.
Stay tuned. Sammy Hendricks will have the post-game stats report. We never got to the halftime stats report.
Well, we didn't have a lot of number stats. There a lot of defensive in there on that first half.
There wasn't a whole lot of offense that first half. The second half has been exciting, though. It's going to end here in just over a minute. Sting so close. The Briggs coming into this thing undefeated. Tremendous job by these two teams and everybody involved to get these games in. Between the things going on with the airlines and the weather.
All right, coming out of timeout. 1:38 remaining here in the ball game. Briggs lead it 8-6. James in the shotgun. She'll take the snap, draws back the pass. Now she's going to take it and she's going to roll to the right. Flag in on the play, and that's going to be in the area of holding. James across the 45 and goes out of bounds close to about the 47-yard line.
This might be coming back.
Yeah, that's the White Hat threw that back in the backfield. So that's probably going to be a hold against the Sting.
9 seconds run off the clock that time.
So it's going to be close to a first down if the play stands. So let's check and see. Holding against the Sting, so that'll wipe out that first down run. So big penalty on the offense for the Sting. That'll be a 10-yard mark-off. You're going to have an injured Brick player.
Turf field. I'm sure it's scorching down there. In North Florida, South Georgia heat is a different heat from Virginia and California heat. It's a wet heat.
It sure is. I was telling somebody the other day that I need to go back to Alaska and work from about May to August and then come back to Georgia and work.
Yeah.
So after that penalty, it's going to be second and about 20 now for the Sting. The ball's all the way back at the 33-yard line. They got to go all the way to the 49 for a first down.
All right, the Sting come to the line. Well, they went back. You're watching Legacy Bowl 4, produced by CSN for Channel 50 KSDY in San Diego.
All right, second and long. Well, they're going to make it second about 15. Snap.
All the time in the
Throw
world.
down the right side. Two receivers out there, and it's going to be tipped and falls through the ground. Incomplete. Great play out there by number 8. Kiara Allen for the Bricks knocked that ball down.
Sammy, if that back receiver receives that tip ball, she scores.
Yeah, it falls 2 foot front of her, yeah.
Yeah. She just, I guess she lost it in that traffic, but if that back receiver had seen that, it was a touchdown.
All right, third and long. Divine at quarterback. 3 receivers. She'll take the snap, looking to throw. Now she's going to roll right here to the left. Makes one lady miss. Makes another miss. Still breaking.
She's still on her feet.
Out across the 4. Oh, hit hard there. Still on
going.
the forward. And she's going to be out to about the 42-yard line. So great run. And we're going to have an injured Sting, 2 injured Stings down on the field. At official timeout. Got one back at the 30 and a player down at about the 42-yard line.
I know the officials have signaled for the clock to stop. The official clock is still going. And officially stopped at 57.
So about a 10-yard hard run by number 44, Jessie Devine. She broke 4 or 5 tackles on that and was finally brought down at about the 42-yard line. And that's going to make it 4th and about 6 now for the Sting.
Sammy, are these just cramps and heat-related injuries?
Well, I don't know. You would think some of them are, but the player down at the 42-yard line, I believe that was the runner. She took some hard hits there. I think that may have been her. And the lineman back at the 30 could be an injury.
3 down for the Sting right now.
But I'm sure a lot of it could be cramps as well, hot as it is out there.
There you see league owner on the field. There with one of the injured Sting players. Terry McGriff there in the white shirt. With this North Florida heat, it may have been a good thing they decided on running clock at 10-minute quarters.
Yeah, you're right. Number 44 is one of the injured players. That's Jessie Devine. She's up on her feet. So that's a good sign. She took some knocks there on that last run. She'll have to come off for a play.
We have one player up. 2 more still down.
That's either number 90 or number 8, or correction, 98 for the Sting back at the 30-yard line. I can't quite get her number. Looks like they're tending to her, one of her legs, so she may have a leg injury. So Legacy Ball 4 will come down to one play here. It's going to be 4th and about 5 for the Sting. They're going to have it at their own 42-yard line.
Good to see them getting up. Hopefully they'll be all right because they all have to go back to real world jobs Monday morning.
Yeah, that's number 98, Latoya Parrish, the injured lady back at the 30-yard line, and she looks like she's may have some type of leg or foot injury. She's being helped off the field by staff and a player. So good to see both of these ladies up and getting off the field. .110 remaining in the ball game.
There are fans in the stadium too.
Yeah.
They're just up.
They're up high.
Up top
They're
under
up there
the
out of that sun.
Covered
Yeah.
decks. I don't blame them.
I don't either.
We're commercial free today. Thanks to the WTFL for that. Beautiful shot there of downtown Jacksonville. And you can see that rain coming.
All right. I think we got all the injured ladies off the field. And we're ready to go. 4th down and about 5 for the Sting. The ball's at their own 42-yard line. They got to get out to about the 48-yard line for a first down. And to keep this ball game alive. Number 5, C.J. James, back in a quarterback.
Big play coming up. Huge play.
Number 83 in the backfield. James will take the snap. She's going to roll around the right side looking for it. Got one block out, and that cuts it back up in the middle. Still on the feet.
Going.
Out to about the 48-yard line, and she's going to be short of the first down.
That may have won it for the.
Yeah. Short of the first down. Tackle made out there by number 5. Shorty DeFalogo for the Bricks. So she'll be short, and the Bricks will take over on downs at the 43-yard line. And they'll probably just take a knee and maybe run this thing out.
First down. That may have done it for the Sting, hadn't it?
Yep.
Oh, I know they hate it. But there's still some time. Anything could happen. We've seen the ball hit the turf.
Well, I think the Sting still has 2 timeouts left, and Brick will snap at flag on the play. That's number 0. Moore took the snap. We're going to have a illegal substitution called against the Bricks. So that'll be a
Officially
5-yard penalty.
54 seconds.
Bricks player run off. That's number 21, Shay Marshall. They'll back him up 5. 1st and 15. Ball's at the 48-yard line of the Sting. All right, number 0. LG Moore will go under center. She'll take the snap. She'll step back about a yard and take a knee at the 50.
Well, it looks like the BrickHouse Bricks will be the Legacy Bowl 4 champions for 2024.
And we're going to have a timeout called by the Sting with 37.4 seconds remaining in the ball game.
How many timeouts do they have left?
1 left.
Sting, one left.
By my count.
Briggs used any this half?
They've used one. They got two left,
One.
I think. $37 seconds remaining in the ball game. Briggs lead at 8-6. All the scoring done here back in the third quarter. 19-yard touchdown pass from Allen to Davis for the Briggs score. 2-point conversion was good. And then a 32-yard correction, let me get my numbers here. Yeah, 32-yard touchdown run by number 5, C.J. James for the Sting. All right, coming out of the timeout, 37 seconds remaining. Second about 17 now for the Brick. Snap to the tailback. That's number 8. She's going to be tackled in the backfield for a loss.
She better fall down. They stripped that ball.
That's Allen, and the clock will keep running. Tackle made by number 11,
And
T.K.
that may
Graham.
do it.
And number 36, don't have that question. I do, Shay Macklin for the Sting. And down under 10 seconds, and that will be the last play of the ball game. So as time expires, your final score: BrickHouse Bricks 8, River City Sting 6. And the Bricks are your Legacy Bowl 4 champions.
That was a good game.
It was a good ball
Great
game.
game, especially second half. Both teams battling, traveling huge distances to get here. Just a great job overall. The Bricks win it 8-6. The MVP today, Sammy, number 2, Jessica Davis.
Jessica Davis with the big touchdown catch for the Bricks, a 19-yarder from Allen. Davis, the former track star from USC, had 2 catches on that winning drive. She had a catch of 12 yards, I believe, on there. And 19 yards, and 19-yard was the touchdown catch.
You ready to do stats report?
Yep.
All right, here's Sammy Hendricks with a post-game wrap-up.
All right, for the River City Sting, on the ground, leading ball carrier was the quarterback, number 5, C.J. James. She carried it 6 times for 48 yards. Number 44, Divine, she carried it 3 times for 25. And number 83, Johnson, carried it 3 times for 10 yards. 83 yards on the ground for the Sting. In the air, not much going. James was unable to complete a pass. Number 44, Jesse Divine had 1 completion for 5 yards. So 5 yards in the air for the Sting. 88 yards of total offense in the ballgame for the Sting. For the Bricks, on the ground, leading ball carrier was the quarterback, number 0, L.G. Moore. She carried it 5 times for 22 yards. Kiara Allen carried it 4 times for 7. Jessica Davis carried it twice for 9 yards. Monte Kuge carried it 1 time for 7. 46 yards on the ground for the Bricks. In the air, Jazzy Hayes was unable to complete a pass, but she did throw an interception, so she was 0 for 4 with an interception. Number 8, Kiara Allen, 2 out of 3 for 19 yards, and that 1 19-yard pass was the touchdown to Davis. Bricks win it 8-6.
We're going to stay here just a minute, Sammy, for the trophy presentation. League owner Terry McGriff presenting the trophy. Go back. I had to send our cameraman back. Good game, man. Both teams kind of struggled a little bit first half, trying to jet lag and everything else. Second half, both offenses picked it up.
They did. All the scoring was done in the third quarter. Both teams moved the ball up and down the field a little bit more. Of course, the Bricks were able to get the 2 big passes on their 1 touchdown drive. The big play, the 19-yarder to Davis. And on the Sting side, the big run by the quarterback, number 5, C.J. James. Just more of a defensive struggle, but great ball game all around.
Our cameraman headed back down there, so we'll get the trophy presentation. Congratulations to the BrickHouse Bricks out of Sacramento. And the River City Sting on another fine season for the Sting here in the WTFL.
Yep, good season for both teams. The Bricks will finish the season at 5-0, and the Sting will finish at 3-2.
Terry McGriff presenting the Sting with their runner-up trophy.
Well, considering all the hassle and bad circumstances with the travel to and from, I know you got a great ball game considering all that stuff happened.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff people don't realize that went on around this game. That a lot of lesser leagues would have just said, forget it. Yep. Tried to postpone it. But,
and having to play this game, an hour ahead of time than what was expected, both teams did great.
And now they're presenting the Bricks with their trophy. Congratulations, Bricks, out of California. So the trophy's headed to the West Coast this year.
That'll make that long flight, a little bit happier.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Thank y'all for watching this presentation of the WTFL Championship game produced by the Charlton Sports Network for KSDY Television out of San Diego and Baja, California. We'll see you in just a few moments for our All-Star game between the Mexico Blaze squad and the WTFL All-Stars. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for watching.